Okay. I don't know if I should hold this. Flip it. So I'm gonna just. I think that works. I don't know if I should look at the camera. I'll look over here. I'll be right here. Okay. Hi, hello. Hi, YouTubers. No, but seriously, hey guys, hello. My name is GIBBY INIGO, if you don't already know, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been some time since we've last seen each other, and I apologize about that. I have been living life and with its challenges. So yeah, I wanted to update everybody and let everyone know that I'm still alive and I'm still good, and I just kind of been a little MIA, mostly because I have not had any motivation or energy to be on YouTube, or let alone just pick up the phone and record and, you know, talk about what's going on in my life. I am gonna put on some lip balm because my lips are a little, like, actually they're really dry. Okay, so I don't really know where to start besides like updating you on my life and where I've been and what's been going on. However, it's probably just going to be some bits and pieces. I don't know how vulnerable or how much I'm going to say. Not that it's like anything bad, it's just I tend to get into too many details, and I still like to keep my life pretty private, even though I enjoy being honest and upfront with everybody what's been going on. It's been about 3 to 4 months since I last posted, and that was when I was just about to get my top surgery, which was really exciting. That happened back in October, oh my god. It happened in August 15th of 2024. I had my top surgery, and I am now, it's December 16th right now. Oh my god, actually yesterday I turned, I believe, 3 months on top surgery, which is amazing, and my healing has been phenomenal, and I feel more myself, and I'll make a whole different video just talking about how my surgery went and any updates. I am currently working on a video right now that was supposed to be uploaded many months ago, however, I was going through it, okay? Okay, so I get my surgery, everything goes great. I'm off of work for about 2 months. I'm just healing, and I'm loving my new body and going through the whole process of healing from top surgery, because that is a very, like, big thing. And I honestly missed being off of work and watching TV and just doing absolutely nothing and rotting. And although that was the plan, and I have to remind myself to be compassionate, because the whole time I was resting, I felt like I wasn't supposed to be resting. I felt like I needed to get things done that I've been putting off. And I feel like the whole goal of me getting top surgery, besides, you know, me getting it, is being safe and comfortable in my body. And in order to do that, I have to, you know, take care of my body, make sure I'm not putting too much stress, and relaxing. And that's mostly what I did. Recovery, amazing, flies by, because by the time I know it, I'm back at work. And honestly, I was stressing about it because I thought it was going to be really bad, because I think I already had hit burnt, burnt, burnt out, burning out. I'm burnt out. I burned out. One of those. And I just was over work, and I did not want to show up. I did not want to come back. But when I did, I felt like a whole new person. I just felt my energy vibrate on such a high frequency where I felt like I could show up my true self. I was not being triggered at work, because that does happen to me. People's energy can just be super strong, and it's hard for me not to take things personally sometimes, or not see it at a certain view. I don't know if I mentioned it in any of my videos, but I do suffer from BPD, and It's a personality disorder. If you're not sure, it is similar to bipolar, but it also isn't. It's two separate mental illnesses, or whatever you want to call it. Um, and it has affected my whole life, if I'm being honest. And I can also get into another discussion about that. There's so many topics that I want to talk about. It's insane. I have so many in my notes. I just get overwhelmed with doing everything at once. So then before surgery, I would get triggered a lot by customers or my coworkers. And honestly, it was really nothing personal. And if it was, like, whatever. It's hard for me not to show up a certain way when someone does something or acts in some way, regardless if it's intentional or not. My feelings, I'm sensitive. I'm going to react one way or the other. And my whole goal in my life is just to continue to heal and work on myself, and do not falling back into old bad patterns. And I feel like I've been really good up, not up until, but right up right now. I've been just feeling more in tune with my higher self, and understanding that I am human and that I have many flaws, and I'm not a bad person. I do show up negatively every now and then, and I'm not going to be everyone's favorite, and I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And you know what? That's okay. That's out of my control. The best that I can do is just learn and change and grow, take accountability, show up as best as I can, because every day I really don't know how I'm going to feel or be. So when I came back to work, I don't know. I don't know if it was also just my dysphoria or just all these things on my plate. I feel like after surgery, it just felt lighter. I felt lighter. I felt happy. And being at work, I actually engaged more with my coworkers and the customers. And when I would feel triggered, or if I felt like what was happening was going to upset me in a way that I knew I wasn't going to show up as my best self, I acknowledged that, and I reminded myself that I'm human. Coming back to work, it just felt different. I felt much better. I felt alive. I felt happy. And it's been like that for a while. At the same time, it's still work. And I also think there's a lot of other factors that's pushing me, that I believe, to find a new path of my work life, whether that's leaving my work to find a new environment and location. I'm always ready for change. I love when things end because there's always new beginnings, and I feel pushed to do one or the other. I wish I could not work at all. However, being an adult, you have debt and responsibilities, and you still need to use money for majority of things. So yeah, personal life, it's been crazy, honestly. Work life, also crazy. Relationship life, oh wow. So, not that this is hard for me to say. However, this is the part of my private life that I don't want to get too much into detail, because mind your business, respectfully. At the same time, I think it's super important to reflect and look back at your old relationships and see what went wrong. What was it that you needed to work on in the relationship that you couldn't give? Or hold on. I feel like I'm so bad at, like, talking about stuff like this sometimes, or maybe I just overthink it. Relationships end for a reason, right? and you want to understand why that reason was, and you want to understand if that's something that you can work on and change, or if that this is something that you can't compromise and you have to let go. Again, a lot of factors. So basically what I'm saying is I am single, and I've been processing my life, and it's been really interesting. I'm okay. I'm fine. It's been about, I don't want to say almost 2 months. We're like halfway there, a month and a half. And you know what? I also am going to make a separate video about that. Not that it's its own topic, but specifically how to overcome heartbreak and remember to put yourself first and your mental and physical health. Because during my breakup, I watched and listened to a lot of breakup related content, whether that was a person on YouTube talking about their breakup, how to get over it, what they did to overcome it, or even if they didn't, something about relating with other people makes it easier to process because you're not in this alone. And I want to relate to other people, especially as a queer person and somebody who is spiritual. And I want to be able to share my life with everybody and see that you're not alone. Pain is everywhere, but in order to be open to the idea of love, you need to open and accept the fact that there will be heartbreak, because there is always pain when it comes to love, regardless if it's good or bad. And that's how I like to see it, as well as endings or new beginnings, because whenever any of my relationships end, I've learned so many things, and I've looked back and realized that I should have shown up better. However, I only knew what was best at the time to keep myself safe, and sometimes that meant hurting people, and I'm not proud of that. However, looking back at all of my relationships, I'm really grateful to have experienced them, regardless if the intention was not good. I've learned a lot about who I am and how I want to show up, what I want and need from a partner, what I don't want and need, what I'm willing to settle for versus not, how to not allow my anxiety and BPD and trauma overcome my relationships. And personally, I would like to say this has been the most healthy relationship breakup dynamic thing, whatever you want to call it, because I still think highly of my past partner, and I wish them well, and I hope that they are thriving. There's no reason for me to hold grudges or have some type of negative or bad intentions towards them, because in this relationship that I was in with them, I've learned so much and I've loved so much, and it was painful and beautiful, and it's definitely something that I hold dear to my heart. To have been able to spend my life with them for however long the universe felt that we should be together. Also, I'm not sorry that I'm very spiritual, guys. Like, that's just who I am. And if you watch these videos, that's mostly what you're going to get from me. So, I mean, if you don't like it, that's okay. To each their own. But I really do think that we both tried really, really hard, and we both really loved each other dearly. And at the same time, I just also think that it just wasn't our time, and that's okay. And I'm always going to hold the memories dear and appreciate all the lessons that I've learned from it. And unfortunately, you're always going to have lessons in your relationships and friendships and family dynamics. It's just something that you need to be aware of and grow from. Otherwise, you're just going to keep living cycles that make your life hell. And there's no reason to not want to better yourself and see how you can love yourself in this way. Anyways, tangent over. Next topic. A part of me healing and being okay is having community and being able to rely on my friends and form close relationships with everybody and not feel alone and feel seen. And that has been super healing. And I love hanging out with my friends. I do. At the same time, I am not an introvert. However, I do prefer to stay at home and be a homebody if possible every day of the week, with adventures every now and then. That's why I schedule to hang out with my friends so I can allow myself some GIBBY time while also creating new memories with friends. And the end of the year is coming upon us. We are about to enter 2025 in a matter of what, 2, 3 weeks. So I've also just kind of been floating through life, allowing myself to recharge for the new beginning of the year because I feel like something about this year, something's gonna happen. And although I'm scared, I'm also ready for this big change. And I'm rooting for everybody else for their new year to be amazing, regardless of what is to be unexpected. You know, for me, I think my goals are just to focus on me and my friendships and how to allow myself to be authentic regardless of how others view me or think they view me, and make more time for me and my boundaries and to have fun and not be so serious and live in the moment and to not worry and continue to give myself compassion and regulate my emotions and continue to grow my strength with spirituality and psychology and my hobbies and film and YouTube and herbalism. There's just so many things that I'm excited for. So I'm just really thankful for this new upcoming year. And I want to appreciate everybody that's been in my life, watching me grow, seeing me show up each and every day as best as I can. People who I no longer talk to, I never stop thinking about people who've come into my life, regardless if it ended bad or ended good, or we just stopped talking because life happens. There's something about people that I appreciate, and it's the fact that we are all so complex and we all have baggage and flaws, and we are only trying to survive with one another while trying to understand why we can either connect or we clash. And if we do clash, can we work on it? Can we repair it? Or is this something that's unrepairable? And that's okay. And that's fine because relationships are complex, friendships are complex, life is filled with complexities. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I wanted to just do a little quick update in my life and hopefully throw myself back into YouTube and editing and pushing myself back into my passions, because that is my goal for this new year, to reinvent myself authentically and lovingly and showing up as best as I can. And I want to thank everybody for watching this and allowing me to have a safe space with y'all. to talk about things that have been going on in my life. And I would like to get to a point where I can be more vulnerable and be more open about my life. At the same time, still keep certain things private, because not everyone always has good intentions, and not everyone is gonna like you, and they want you to fail in life. And I'm trying not to allow my fear of the way people view me or the way I show up isn't authentic to them. And I cannot control the way people want to think or feel about me, and I'm okay with that. If you don't like me, if you feel like I'm the villain in your story, or if I'm just somebody you just don't like, that's perfectly fine. That's literally okay. I respect it. Do you. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna do me and live my life, and that's it. I don't know. Cannot make it more simple than that, you know? No bad blood. I literally just wish the best for every human being in this world, because it's already hard and chaotic enough. I really do not have time to be putting more negative energy into people who just also are just flawed and imperfect. Thank you so much for listening to me. I appreciate y'all. I hope to hear from each and every one of you the goals that you want to achieve this new upcoming year. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. These are my own personal thoughts and feelings. This is also my channel. I have to remind myself that. But yeah, okay. All right. With much love and gratitude, GIBBY INIGO is out. Peace.